In today's video, I'm going to answer two key questions. First, are you applying for jobs and you are not getting one? Second, you are a recent graduate and you are searching for job actively in the market. In these days, I have seen a lot of articles where people are saying that they have applied for example, 500 application and they have not received a single interview, and they are getting frustrated and things like that. In my opinion, in a very connected world, a very connected digital world, you need to be doing something different to get recognized. And that is what I'm going to share in this video today. I will share you 4 ways to figure out and make better connections and your digital presence and things like that, so that you can start getting relevant roles for yourself and start getting some good jobs. And the first one is that you have to build a very strong digital profile for yourself. Most of the hiring is done by agents and AI and things like that. Resumes are getting filtered through AI, so it's very hard to get through those things. But you can definitely build your own profile, and that is in your control. And a good place to start building your profile is LinkedIn. You should definitely have a strong profile where you have explained all your credentials, starting from, let's say you are a fresh graduate, start from your high school, even middle school, doesn't matter what you have done, what you have achieved, how you have created value for your school or society and things like that. Address from those angles. And here are the things you can definitely do. Start following all the influencer in your industry which you are trying to find a job. So for example, if you want to go in banking, you should start following CEO of JP Morgan Chase, Jamie Dimon, or CEO of US Bank, CEO of Fidelity, CEO of Morgan Stanley. All those executives are very much active on LinkedIn, and you can interact with them through their post, read their post, comment on their post, and that's how you increase your visibility. And LinkedIn actually promotes all those comments because they also want a lot of engagement on the platform. So that is extremely important. Second, follow all the companies where you want to find a jobs. For example, if I go back again to banking, JP Morgan Chase, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs. If you want to go in retail industry, Macy's, Kroger, Walmart, Amazon, all these companies are also very active on LinkedIn. They keep posting different kind of things. Don't always look for that how you can get a job out of anything. Try to engage, trying to become an active listener of what they are trying to say, and based upon that you can actually tweak your messaging as well. Another thing you should do on LinkedIn is start following all the founders, because I have analyzed all the founders are showing a lot of hiring circle around their profile page, and they all are hiring. So you should start following all those founders, see what they are saying, see what they are hiring, what are their initiatives in coming years, coming month, coming quarter, and based upon that you can definitely make some connections. Second tip is that you should create a list of all the startups in New York City area, San Francisco Bay Area. Those two are the hubs of startups as far as the technology or even in other industries are concerned. Make a list of all the startups in those areas. Also try to find out which are the companies who have the recent funding from the venture capitalist or banks or debt or anything. Because if a company has a funding, they are definitely going to have a lot of hiring in different kind of roles because they are trying to expand. And that's a very good sign that you should be trying to reach founders of those companies or HR of those companies and things like that. So this is second tip. Make a company of all the startups in your uh, focused area. Let's say New York and San Francisco, I would say those might be the largest one. And also do the same steps which I have told you earlier. Follow them on LinkedIn, what they're saying, what they're posting, what kind of things they are looking for, and you will have much better understanding of all these companies. I have received resumes of almost 50, 60 people who recently graduated or have 1 years of experience, and their knowledge of the industry, or their, I would not say knowledge, their homework on the industry or the company which they want to work for is absolutely nil. They don't put effort on to understand why they want to go to, let's say, JP Morgan Chase or Macy's or Walmart. They should have some understanding of what the role is, what they are looking for, and then they can have much better conversation. Another key important tip is that you should optimize your LinkedIn feed. What I mean by that is, when you connect with somebody on LinkedIn, by default you are following those people, and sometimes those people might not be relevant for you as far as the your feed is concerned. So what I have done, I only follow people who are influencer in my industry, and I want to see only their post in my feed. It doesn't mean that I don't want to connect with people who are in my network, but I want to make sure all the people in my industry who are influential, I am tracking what they are saying, how to engage, and things like that. You should definitely do that. Third thing is, you should create your own profile on X as well, which was Twitter previously. I have seen most of the people who are looking for jobs, they are not active on X. They are not what you call following or tracking how these executives are doing their personal branding. See, you have to understand one thing. Everybody is looking for growth. Even a CEO of a company which is, let's say, $100 billion, they are looking for how to become $200 billion, and they are working on their personal branding. You should also engage with them to help them build their brands, and in the process you will be able to make good connections over time, which will be very beneficial for you in your entire career, which will be probably 30 to 40 years. So start working on X as well. If you don't have a profile, create it. Start following all the startups, all the companies, and see what they're saying. Engage with them. Also, reach out to people directly through messaging. So if you have, get LinkedIn Premium. If you don't have money, you can message to a lot of open profiles. A lot of people have open profiles on LinkedIn. You can reach out to them without any cost. Otherwise, I will recommend to have a premium for, let's say, 1 month, and you can message to 50 people, 50 executives about anything what you want. Reach out to them, write what they have posted, what you have learned from them, how, what the role you are looking for, and how you are going to add value to their life. That is the most important thing. The companies are not looking for somebody who can simply come and do what the JD is. JD is most of the time is like 25% what they are looking for. Try to see what value you can add to their life, and that can lead you to a conversation with them and ultimately a job. And the last one, this is really simple, but nobody does that. Nobody. Take all the executives and the companies whom you want to target. Write a physical letter to their CFO, CIO, CTO, CEO. Does not matter. Based on my experience, I am saying I have written email and letters to extremely senior people in all these companies, and I have received response from all of them. A response can be no also, but it never happened that if I have written a physical letter and never get a response, it never happens. So start targeting 10 companies, probably write 1 or 2 letter a day. That way, probably in 15 days, you can write to 30 executives. I will recommend using FedEx. If you don't have money, use USPS, just 50 cents postage. You can send 20 letters for $10. Very easy, very effective. Also, you should comment and engage on X and LinkedIn at least 50 times a day. Don't use AI. You can use AI to, let's say, do grammar check and spell check and things like that. Try to build your own thought process, and don't be embarrassed about you don't have experience. or you don't know the domain that deeply with other people might have. If you start underestimating yourself, then you are not going to be successful anyways. So don't start with that. Read the, if you want to comment on an article, read the article, try to understand, ask questions. Let's say you didn't understand the, what you call, a article posted by, let's say, Jamie Dimon. Ask a question, oh, I did not understand, what does it mean? He will not respond probably, but there are plenty of people who will respond. There are plenty of people who will read and say, okay, let's help XYZ what he's asking for. I have seen myself, when you ask, most many of the people will respond. And that's what you need. You don't need everybody to respond to you. You need some responses. You need one success to get a job, right? So that's how you should handle it. And based upon my experience in hiring and maintaining and building teams, companies are looking for good people. Companies are looking for people who take initiatives, take accountability, take responsibility, and go from there. If you want to get successful, go with these approaches, not with the mentality, not with the idea that, oh, I have applied for 500 roles, nobody called me, because your approach was not correct. If you reach out to 200 people, let's say on LinkedIn, X, and through physical letters, you will have solid 3 to 5 conversation, and you can convert one. But just by simply submitting your application online, I don't think so you are going to get anything good. Even if you get some jobs, those will be like not what you're looking for. But the approach which I have explained, it will help you get what you are looking for. And that's for today's video. Let me know if you have any questions. Please ask me in the comment section or DM me. Connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm more than happy to connect. Follow me on LinkedIn, and please subscribe and like my channel so that I can increase my reach as well. And thanks for watching Money Mindset and More. Thank you so much. See you in next video. Bye bye.